Hello! Today we're bringing you a new version of the word roll we made many years ago. It's super easy to make, and this time it turned out much nicer. We're making a word building roll with El Gato Rainbow and the Gato Moon. Before we start, I have to say that this was a personal challenge for me. We once got 1 or 2 comments saying that our old version was really ugly, and honestly, they weren't wrong. But that was years ago and we still remember it. So we thought, it's time for a remake. Let's get started. We'll need a paper roll, paint, a paintbrush, markers, yarn, glue, scissors, a ruler, cardstock, and a small piece of cardstock in a different color. Since the goal this time is to make it look nice, we're going to paint the roll. This step is totally optional. In fact, you'll barely see the color in the end because it gets covered by the letters. But I didn't realize that until I finished. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of our weekly videos. Once the paint is dry, we need to figure out the size of the paper strips that we're gonna wrap around the roll. To do this, just wrap a piece of cardstock around it and cut off any extra. As you can see, I left a little extra so that when we add the letters, we can overlap and glue the ends together. Now we mark where the paper overlaps and start measuring. People always ask about the exact measurements, but in this case, it depends on the size of your roll. Yours might not be exactly like mine. So here's what you do. Measure the length of your roll and subtract about 3 centimeters from each side to leave some margin. Then measure your paper and divide it into 5 equal sections. I marked mine 2.7 centimeters, so all the spaces are the same size. Now do the same thing to divide the paper into 4 columns. In my case, I made a mark every 6 centimeters. Now I'll go over the lines with a marker to make them clearer and write the letters. We always use this specific letter combination because it helps kids build tons of simple words in Spanish. But here's the best letter combination for English. Since I made this for Spanish, I used 2 consonant strips and 2 vowel strips. But for English, you only need 1 vowel strip to create CVC words. Time to create the separations on the roll so the paper strips don't get stuck together. Wrap a piece of yarn around the roll and cut it to size. We'll need 5 pieces of yarn that are the same length, 4 if you're doing it in English. To know where to place them, we need to measure again, mark the exact length of the roll, then use the paper strips to calculate how much space they need. This way, everything will fit perfectly. To attach the yarn, just add a tiny dot of hot glue, stick one end of the yarn down, wrap it around the roll, and secure the other end with another small glue dot. I think this way it turned out so much better than our other version. What do you think? Now that our roll is ready, let's attach the letters. Add glue where the paper overlaps and stick it down. Make sure it's not too tight, or look, you won't be able to turn it. It's better to leave a little space so kids can easily spin the letters on their own. Glue all the strips in place. And before the final touch, a quick reminder that we have tons of downloadable educational resources on our website and also on all our online stores. Yeah, we have a lot. We'll leave the links in the description so you can choose your favorite. Now let's add 2 small cardstock pieces to highlight the words being formed. It's just gonna make it easier to read. Last time we used arrows, and honestly, they didn't look great. And that's it! Our new and improved word building roll is ready! What do you think? We hope you love it and that it helps motivate your little ones to build and read words. This is a super versatile material and has always worked amazingly well in our classroom. See you next week with a new video. Bye for now!